Welcome to the Business in Bed podcast with your
This
host,
isn't even you.
with
Be
your host,
yourself. Be yourself.
Jamie Morse
Be yourself.
and David. Welcome to the show, David.
Thanks for having me in your bed.
Yeah, of course, anytime. Every night, actually. So, we thought we'd just start this new series of us in our bed at night, drinking our tea, talking about business. So, our first guest that we have today is David.
Sorry, guys.
This is my husband, not my better half. He's good at what he does. So, let's jump right in. Let's dive right in, as the kids say. How'd you get your start?
I started in what?
You start in your career.
My career. Okay. So.
You should look at the camera.
Really?
I don't know. I don't think people want to see our profiles.
I see it. All right. So I went to school in Wisconsin, and then I went to graduate school in Minnesota. While in grad school, I started in the insurance industry where I spent 6 years. Started as just a customer service rep in that, became a licensed sales agent, became the manager of the agency before I pretty much took over the whole operations of the insurance agency for a few years and managed a team who sold and maintained our book of business. Then in 2018, I jumped into real estate with Keller Williams, and that's into a leadership brokerage management position.
Okay.
With Keller Williams Maine. Keller Williams Maine had roughly 500 agents, and then 3 months ago we moved to Scottsdale, Arizona, so that I could take over as team leader and CEO of Keller Williams Scottsdale, Arizona. We have 330 agents.
Wow. What a past. So, we're just going to make these quick. What do we see in real estate right now?
What do we see in real estate right now?
COVID-19, with summer coming upon us, with your handsome mug in the office.
I can't take you seriously.
You hire talent and it never works out.
So what are we seeing in the real estate market? Okay, that's what the question was?
That is exactly what I said. Yep.
All right, well, I think that obviously there is some unrest. People
Sure.
don't know exactly what's going on, but I think that we're not at a place where people should be panicked right now. A lot of people, their mind instantly goes to the last recession, 2007, 2008. And I don't think that that's entirely accurate.
Why?
Because in 2007-8, the whole economic collapse actually was caused by real estate and mortgages.
Sure.
And instead, I think we should probably be looking at it a little bit more like 2001, where real estate was affected, but it was affected because of some outside force.
Okay.
In this case, the virus is an outside force that will cause some changes and some challenges. But here's the reality. In most parts of the country, people are still wanting to buy and sell. And we still have, in most portions of the country, a lack of inventory, which means that we're in a better spot, most likely, than what we were in 06, 07, 08.
Okay, cool. That's great. Great to hear. What?
Why do you ask?
Because I wrote it down. What are the pros of a career in real estate?
The pros, I think for any self-starter, anyone who's motivated, it's a low barrier of entry into a career that has no lid.
Similar to photography for all my photographer friends out there.
Yeah, definitely. And even a lower point of entry than,
Sure.
I mean, there's a lot.
We're back after our commercial break. David, what are the 3 F's of real estate that people might come to you with?
That's almost what I said at the end of the last one. So people talk to me about why they're getting into real estate, and it's usually one of three reasons. And I like to refer to them as the 3 F words of real estate: freedom, flexibility, and financial gain. I figured F words go with Business in Bed podcast.
Mm-hmm. They do.
And that's true that real estate can lead to those things, but you really have to make sure that people understand that you have to put in a lot of work up front.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you don't earn the freedom that real estate provides until you are very structured in your approach to growing your business. I mean, just like most small businesses.
Who would be someone that would be good at real estate? What character traits are you looking for in real estate agents?
Personally, I want to see someone who comes in being willing to be coached.
Mm-hmm.
So someone who does not think that they can just, everyone wants to make $100,000 in their first year in real estate. The reality is that if you're going to make $100,000, you need to come to work. You need to approach it like it's an 8-to-5 job. You need to be willing to do the things that other people don't want to, and you can do those things. You need to have a mind to do it. So someone who is humble enough to be coached and to be told the hard things sometimes.
Okay, great. This is all great stuff. So, what is the person in your life that's not in your industry that you have learned the most from? His wife. David. Anyone come to mind?
Can I tell you a secret on this podcast?
What? Are showing on my teeth? That's okay. Next.
So do you mean like in business?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or personal. But since it's a business in bed, I would have thought you would have thought along the business side, but it's fine.
No, I have a few different people that come to mind.
Sure.
Mark Cuban from the business side has always been.
That's basketball.
Yes. St. Augustine, because he actually has helped me to understand people better. And if you're going to be in business, you need to understand people.
Write that down, folks. Write that down.
My father.
Papa Morse.
Dad, if you're watching. And then a few real estate influences. Gary Keller, the founder of our company.
Mm-hmm. What's the book that he wrote?
He's written several.
The one that everyone reads?
The One Thing.
The One Thing. A lot of people love it. Haven't read it personally.
Have read it personally.
Heard it's great.
About 12 times.
Good.
Yeah. And then from real estate investing, Brandon Turner.
Brandon Turner. We'll have to have him in the bed. In betwixt us.
We can keep him out of the bed.
So moving on, what is your favorite thing to do in bed? Like drinking tea.
Next.
Mine is drinking tea. What do you typically wear to bed?
A t-shirt and shorts.
Oh man, the information here is just riveting. What is your bedtime ritual? Do you do anything special with your phone? Do you pray? Do you meditate?
I have more of a morning ritual than
Sure.
I do an evening ritual.
Mm-hmm.
So I set my alarm.
That's good. That's good.
And
Starting the next day off on the right foot.
yeah.
Well, that's all we have for you tonight, folks, from the Business in Bed podcast. Thanks for tuning in, and thanks to our sponsors, Serta. Sort of didn't sponsor us, but